she is caught off guard when someone's nice to her. But that might just be the whole romance option. Okay, most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures, one demon is not the same as any other. Demons can, for instance, be classified. Enchanter Braham's categorization of demons into that portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon is held since the Tower Age. According to Braham, the weakest and most common of demons are those of rage, and they are the least intelligent and most prone to violent outbursts against anything living. They expend their energies quickly, the most powerful of them exhibiting great strength and occasionally the ability to generate fire. Next are demons of hunger, living hosts that become cannibals and vampires, and within the dead, they feed upon the living. There's are the powers of draining both of life force and of mana. Next are the demons of sloth, the first of on Braham's scale that are capable of true intelligence. In its true form, this demon is known as a shade, a thing which is nearly indistinct and invisible for such as sloth's nature, hides and stalks, unaware, and when confronted, sows fatigue and apathy. Demons of desire are amongst the most powerful, and are the ones most likely to seek out the living and actively trick them into a deal. Demons will exploit anything that can be coveted, wealth, power, lust, and they will always end up getting far more than they give. Desire demons' province is that of illusions and mind control. Strongest of all demons are those of pride, which are the most feared creatures to loose upon the world. Masters of magic in the possession of vast intellects, they are the true schemers. It is they who seek most strongly to possess mages, and will bring other demons across the veil in numbers to achieve their own ends. Although what that might be has never been discovered. A greater pride demon brought across the veil would threaten the entire world. From history? When? Oh, maybe Redcliffe. Oh, was we get an entry for each place we go to, maybe? King Calenad Theron once famously declared the fate of Redcliffe is the fate of all Ferelden. Certainly the castle is the first and last defence for the sole land written at Ferelden, and the country has never fallen to any force that did not first capture Redcliffe. The castle, which despite being 3 times captured is popularly described as unassailable, also guards one of the largest and most prosperous towns in Ferelden. Redcliffe village is well situated near the mountain pass to Orzammar, the Orlesian border, and so serves as a centre of foreign trade. For these reasons, Redcliffe is accounted an Arling despite the smallness of the domain. Inhabitants of Redcliffe village are primarily fishermen and merchants who ship dwarven goods through the pass from Orlais to Denerim. When the entire village smells of smoked fish on certainly autumn mornings, the merchants in their finery do their utmost to pretend otherwise, and I just hit the wrong button. Fuck. Oh, there we go. What else? Right, so is this information about what we learned along the way? Ah. Oh. Younger brother to Arl Aemon of Redcliffe's uncle Kincailan. Tegan holds the Banorn of Rainsferry, tiny province of Redcliffs, squeezed between the Frostback Mountains and Lake Calenad. Antigan avoids the Denerim court except to go hunting with his nephew, and rarely makes himself heard at the lands meet, preferring to leave politics to his brother. Make American Magicane? Mama? Oh, Steins Gate? Steins is a bit different. I kind of like the lore aspect and the information. Oh, these were ones I'm not so worried about Dash Wraith. The Desire Demon. That was the one that was summoned last when is it Alv? What was his name? I said his name earlier in the game. It was a dude who was doing the experiments in the keep. Who we told to do things humanely. The Desire Demon was the last one that we had to fight against. Almost as I must say that the most intriguing was my interview with the Desire Demon. That the creature was willing to speak with me was a sign that this was no mere monster, mindlessly driven by its nature, but rather a rational being as interested in me as I was in it. It took a form that I could call Keep Female. I had no doubt that it could appear otherwise. I wondered if it appeared as it did because I wanted it to, or because I expected it to. She, and indeed, I could only think of her as such now, smiled warmly at me and laughed a musical sound that seemed to thrill my old heart. So frightened was I of this creature's legendary abilities to twist the hearts of men, and so relieved was I when I looked across the table into her dark eyes. This was a fearsome creature of the Fade, but as I spoke with her, I slowly came to realise that this demon was merely as misunderstood as we mages are ourselves. Ooh, with all the threats from beyond the veil, fear more insidious and deceptively deadly than the Desire Demon. In folklore, such demons are categorized as peddlers of lust, luring their prey into a sexual encounter only to be slain at the culmination. While a Desire Demon can indeed deal in pleasure, in truth to deal with any manner of desire that humans can possess, wealth, power, and beauty to name a few. Far more intelligent than the bestial hunger and rage demons, more ambitious than the demons of sloth. These dark spirits are among the most skilled at tempting mages into possession. Many who serve the whims of a Desire Demon never realize it. They are manipulated by illusions and deceit, if not outright mind control. Although these demons are reluctant to resort to such crude measures, instead they seem to take great pleasure in corruption. The greater the deceit, the greater their victory. Only demons of pride prove more fearsome opponents when roused. Their abilities to affect the mind allow them to assume disguises and even alter the environment to their purposes, not to mention the great strength and speed they possess if they should have to resort to more physical means. Most often, a Desire Demon will attempt to bargain its way to freedom if overpowered. Many stories exist that depict mages defeating Desire Demons to the point where a wish can be wrestled from them. It should be noted that in such stories the demon almost always gets the upper hand, even when the mage thinks his wish has been granted.
I want to go home. Where's Father?
Dead.
Why can't we go home?
I already told you. Father is outside defending the
Good
village
day.
from the bad men. We must stay here and be brave.
Oh god, what have we got?
I...
Chantry calendar.
Hello?
For most good folk, the details of our calendar have little purpose. It's useful only for telling when the Summer Day Festival will be held, when the snows are expected to begin, when the harvest must be complete. Naming of the years are a matter for historians and taxmen, and few of press could even tell you the reason our current age is named after dragons. It is 930 Dragon Age, the 30th year, the 9th age, since the crowning of the Chantry's first divine. Each age is exactly 100 years, with the next age's name chosen in the 99th year. Scholars in Val Royeaux advise a chantry of portents seen in that 99th year. The chantry authorities pore over the research for months before a divine announces the name of the imminent age. The name is said to be an omen of what is to come. Oh no! What the people of Thedas will face for the next 100 years. Great. No, why would I watch The Ring on stream? I get... Okay, unless I have such an... I'm pretty much invested in something, I'll get bored and do other things. Oh wait, the current age was not meant to be the Dragon Age. Throughout the last months of the Blessed Age, the Chantry was preparing to declare the Sun Age, named for the symbol the Orlesian Empire, which at that time sprawled over much to the south of Thedas and controlled both Ferelden and what is now Navarra. I was gonna say, as long as if it was ever to watch anything, give me the originals, not the shitey American remakes. Let's face it, they're shite. It was to be the celebration of Relasian imperial glory. There's a rebellion. Not the American one, we don't talk about that, no. As the rebellion in Ferelden reached a head, the Battle of Riverdane was about to begin, a peculiar event occurred, a rampage. The rising of a dreaded High Dragon. Dragons had been thought practically extinct since days of the Navaran dragon hunts, and they say that to see this great beast rise from Frostbacks was both majestic and terrifying. As the rampage began and the High Dragon decimated the countryside in its search for food, the elderly divine Faustine II abruptly declared the Dragon Age. Some say the divine was declaring support for Lay in the battle against Ferelden, since the dragon was an element of the Dufile family heraldry of King Magrin, the so-called usurper King of Ferelden. Be that as it may, the High Dragon's rampage turned towards the Relasian side of the Frostback Mountains, killing hundreds, sending thousands more fleeing to the northern coast. The Ferelden rebels won the Battle of Riverdane, ultimately securing their independence. Many thus think that the Dragon Age will come to represent a time of violent and dramatic change for all of Thedas. It remains to be seen. Oh, okay. You didn't know there was a non-American one? Wait. They did it. They said the title of the game? Yeah. Now, here's a few that have been Americanized. The Part 8 was the American version of... Shit, which one was it? Wow, I can't remember. They did take shots from it as well. I had a friend who really liked... hold on. Yeah, that's what it was. Infernal Affairs. That was the original. And they remade that. That's The Departed. And they did take shots for it. Like camera angles and... yeah. Spot on from the original. You've got The Ring. Obviously. You've got The Grudge. You've got the... I'm sure The Eye was also redone. Into the Mirror, which I think was Mirrors with Kiefer Sutherland in it or something. It's the same, yeah. So there's a few. I think for me what's worse is there sometimes isn't many years between them. So they basically just want it to make it easy for... I always view it as you just can't be arsed reading subtitles. So they remake it. Or they can't think of anything decent, which is kind of apparent. Hey Draken, how you doing? Oh, Jetta! We need to speak to you.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of
Oh
light to the
no.
chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jetta?
I am. You've heard of me?
You say just a hunch, take care. I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
But that's it?
These are terrible times. Just terrible.
I thought I was gonna get something else. Yeah, Carrie Wilds isn't there anymore. Village under siege. The veteran books. Caitlin?
I'm so scared, Father. What are
Sorry.
we going to do?
Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Wow, you can be such a bitch in this game. Yeah, you're right. Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
I am so looking above her head some way. I don't want to look for him.
You will. Thank you so much. Please
Who's
find
gonna
him.
hate this?
Silence, girl.
Oh no.
Children to hear you.
But night is coming. The monsters will return and
Wait, do we know where? Do we get any clues? Do we just need to find this random boy about in the village? Dead fish were her brother. He doesn't know where he is. She failed to find him.
For them.
Okay, but
No
Have you found
choice.
any sign of Bevan?
We must pray
No.
and hope for the
I
Maker's
don't suppose he
compassion.
I hope it's not too late.
everything will be all right.
to be fair, if it released in 2025, it'd be Bethesda who will be copying a couple of years later. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go back to controlling me until I need to open any chests.
What is that smell? Fish? And something else. Oh, more fish.
You know, we don't have the men we need, and their numbers just keep growing each night.
Well, sure, they take the dead.
I was like,
I don't wanna
are
think
you
about
shitting over my head?
I guess this might be the last night after all. The king isn't coming. Nobody is.
So what can we do? Leave? Try to get out of the village?
And abandon everyone? No.
I wish Owen would relight the forge. He's our only hope now.
Got a few ways to go, haven't we? Right, let's get a save going on. Yeah, go there. Should we go up to the windmill? Which I don't know, it's got Smithy. World map. Oh, Sir Paris is there. Oh, Murdoch. There's not 3 I need to speak to though. That's not good, is it? You taking me to the Chantry, wasn't it? Yeah. Speak with you first then. Murdoch.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
Well, they do.
So you say, a damn Qunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
It's like you Jack Sparrow try to be in disguise. Persuade, have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I really do. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Did his voice change a little bit? Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Nobody else can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Ghost doing Gruff Guy and the Lumberjack Batman. I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then? Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
It's the same dude, but it's slightly different.
Pray and hope for a miracle.
Oh, where in the fuck am I going? I hate this map.
I finished.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Is this Owen Blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
Persuade, I prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in?
Certainly not. I don't know you and I don't want to. Off you go.
Please, just want to talk to you.
All right, all right. I don't know why you're so determined. Here, I'll get the locks.
There was a moment I was considering intimidation. It worked once, it'll work again.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
Grey Warden helping Van Tegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like a dwarf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you looked to smell thin here?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to
What
me
are you
or the
looking
village or
at?
anyone.
I'll rescue your daughter.
It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about militia? They need your help.
If you look for Valena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
Do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You are asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise you I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin
Oh, Morgan,
rescuing
she's gonna hate this.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Of course, Morgan disapproves. Oh. I just be like, right, Morgan, stand over there. We're having a conversation. Doesn't involve you. Fuck off. The less you hear, the better.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it.
Can I
I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
Can a militia use this?
Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Shite, but we'll take it all. I can sell it or something. I am still like, what is a fantastic creature? And Morgan is old Elvish. It means disapproving. Yeah. Murdoch.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool
Yes,
is
he
falling
is.
over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle.
So I speak to Sir Perth.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge to the north. Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Okay. Ooh, anyone here, I think? No. Maybe. Wait, what's living in those little houses? How in the fuck do we get in there? Calumet. No swimming! Why is there no swimming?